At the Andalucia Valderrama Masters, we caught up with Miguel Angel Jimenez's caddy, Mick Hough. After failing to make enough money as a player, he turned to caddying, and following stints with both Christian Surveyor and Pablo Martin, was then luckily introduced to the flamboyant Spaniard.
Went to Dubai for the beginning of the year and staying with a guy, a fellow Zimbabwean guy, who was just working for Miguel for the week, and he was pretty much looking for someone to set Miguel up with, and I was the lucky one. So just right place at the right time, and yeah, it's been a good year for us.
With 3 European Tour wins and a spot in the European Ryder Cup team, it certainly has been a good year. But what does a typical tournament day involve as a caddy?
So let's say it's the first day of the tournament. If we teeing off at 8, I'll arrive at about 6:30ish and start preparing, plotting where all the pins are going to be for the day, preparing the bag, making sure there's balls, gloves, food, anything that we need for the day, the waterproofs. And then Miguel will arrive about an hour before. He'll do a bit of stretching and his warm-up. We play the round, come off, we'll have some lunch, and then practice, work in the afternoon. Whatever's not working well, we'll go and practice that. And yeah, I mean, then the next day is normally a later day, so you've got an opportunity to go out in the morning and walk the course and check, where all the pins are. And it just depends on the day and the tournament. I mean, some tournaments we play, you've been to the course so many times, you know where everything's going to be, so you don't need to do as much preparation as you would at a tournament where you haven't been. So you have to have all the answers, really. That's the key. Whenever he says how far is it from there, or you need to know what the answer is. Sometimes you need to be there to tell them, this is your opinion. Sometimes you need to just let them run. So it's just working out when is the best time to do that.
And working with someone like Jimenez, who is such an established pro, boasting 22 years on the European Tour, how hard is it to offer advice?
He'll listen to you. If you have a reason for why you want him to do something, he'll listen. I think that's the biggest thing with caddying. Is if you don't want him to hit a 6-iron instead of a 7-iron, for instance, you have to have a reason why you're doing it. You can't just be guessing. There's got to be a reason behind it. They know what they're doing. It's just trying to, giving that second opinion. Sometimes you have a lack of concentration, and you just need someone there to say, no, that's not the right play.
Attention to detail is key for any caddy, and one of Mike's most important jobs is to provide an accurate yardage reading from any position on a golf hole, while also having a note of where previous shots have landed.
It's just an indication of how far the ball's flying, how far it's flying out of, for instance, the fairway or the rough, just so that you know if it's jumping, or you can get a good idea for the rest of the week. And like, let's say it's an 8-iron 138 meters during our practice round. If we've got a shot that's 138 meters, you can kind of go back to, hey, well, just copy what you did there, just repeat what you did. So it's always just keeping track of what's going on, how, sometimes, in the heat, it just flies a bit further, or in altitude. So you're always trying to adjust to what each week brings you.
Later this week, we'll have the second part of our story with Mike and the mechanic, from a tour win to the Ryder Cup.